Sometimes people come to us because they want what we have to give, what we have to offer. But they don't want to water the soil. They want to pick the flowers. And our job is to guard against those who come to just pick the flowers. We should surround ourselves with those who want to water the soil. There should be reciprocation in all of our relationships. Peace, family. Welcome to another Purpose Talks. Today, we're going to really dive into empaths and highly sensitive people, the psychics, so to speak, the people that have a very strong ability to accentuate themselves to other people. And the question is very simple today. The question is this: do you lose yourself in other people, your profession, and your problems? Do you? I remember when I used to have that problem, I would attune myself to whatever and whoever came my way, whether it was a friend, whether it was a family, whether it was a stranger, whether it was my job, whether it was something that I was going through or a scenario that I was experiencing. And because I didn't have the tools, I would often just lose myself in these situations. Nobody taught me how to actually use this gift, and it is a gift. And we have to begin to unpack why we're going through these things, why nobody teaches us this stuff. And it's because we're special. We're special. Now, I'm not saying that other people aren't special, other people aren't unique, but they don't have the charge on their lives the same that we have. Let's back up for a bit. And we're going to go through the chronological steps of 1, how we got here, 2, why we are going through certain things, 3, what we can begin to do, and 4, an option for you to move out of this energy. Typically, as highly sensitive people, as empaths, as people that accentuate themselves to others, it starts in childhood. This skill is often something that other people aren't aware of, for 1. And 2, we have a bigger need for connection, emotional connection. Now, in today's modern society, and even in yesterday's society, this was still not something that most likely was given to us. You see, we have to show our parents, our family, our society some grace because they simply didn't know how to care for us. They didn't know how. And so this leaves us with this emotional void. We already pick up on how other people are feeling, and we've done this since we were young. It's nothing that we have to force. It's nothing that we have to try to do. It's just something that we do. It's part of who we are. It's part of our makeup, right? And this makeup, it can be quite confusing to us sometimes. This makeup can be overwhelming. It causes us to retreat not because of the feeling itself, but because how we are received by other people. Because most people don't like being seen. More particularly, they don't like being vulnerable. And we have that special gift, that special sauce that allows us to actually understand what's going on with another person. And because of this, and sometimes we know people better than they know themselves. This can cause people to push us away. And when other people are experiencing us experience other people, they may call us crazy. They may say that we're making things up. We may feel ostracized. We may feel like the outcast. We may feel like the weird person, like the black sheep. And what this does is it essentially causes us to constrict. We close in on ourselves. We don't trust ourselves. We begin to doubt the validity of our own feelings and our own emotions. And what this does is it carries on into adulthood this sense of uncertainty within. But there's no reason for you to feel that way. You are not crazy. You're not insane. You are just sensitive. And now, I want to pause for a moment here and really explain sensitivity. See, a lot of the times people hear the word sensitivity and they don't like it. They think it means weak. But sensitivity is just the ability to sense. You can pick up on subtle vibrations easier than other people. And again, remember, we weren't taught how to actually use our sensitivity in the correct way. See, when you're sensitive to your environment, it does not necessarily mean that you have to be volatile as your environment. It just means that you pick up on it. But if you don't learn how to differentiate how you're feeling and how the world is feeling, or other people are feeling, or other things are feeling, you will confuse how you feel with other people. This is what we call mixing. And a lot of us have been mixing our whole lives. And this is why we don't know who we are. Because we've never really gotten that baseline down, because we didn't understand that we have our own baseline. A lot of our identity and our value, or how we perceive our own value, rather our own worth, has been predicated or dependent on other people and how they feel. Because when that vibration is off, when we don't understand how to solidify our own vibration, it makes us feel like we're off. And so we're trying to fix this person so that we can essentially fix ourselves. And then we end up fixing this person and they leave, but we've extended our aura out to this person. And so when they leave, we feel like, where do I go? Where did I go? Who am I? Where is my baseline? And we don't use those words, of course, but we feel those things. Okay? You're a highly sensitive person. You're an empath. Now, there's a difference between being emotional and being sensitive. Being sensitive is just sensing the world around you. Being emotional is being in a state of mental volatility, right? And what that means is that you feel the way that you perceive the world is always in a flux. Your perception is not stable. That's emotional. See, a lot of people mean sensitive when they call people emotional. And it's not that you are in a flux. You can feel things and you pick up on it. But since you didn't understand that subtle difference, you will think that you are just an emotional wreck. You're not, beloved. You just pick up on the BS a lot easier than other people because you are attuned to it by your nature. Okay? Now this is an important milestone to make within your own self, because I want you to come back home to yourself. You're not crazy. You're not alone. Don't doubt yourself, beloved. Those feelings, that sense, it's real. It's real. It's real. Trust yourself more. And so now we're moving forward, right? Now we understand where we are in right now in our adult lives or in our developing life. What we must continue to do is we have to spend time alone. And you must do the inner work to understand who you are on the inside so that you have your baseline. And what I mean by baseline is just understanding your own energy. The same way that you will spend time listening to somebody and understanding them and really picking up on how they view the world, you have to do the same for yourself. So, since we're sensitive, we must spend time by ourselves to get our baseline, so when we're around other people, we can begin to feel what's taking us off our center, right? And when we feel that, we can then place you could call it a flag, so to say, a flag to know where we are. So if we want to address somebody else, we can address them objectively, and we don't confuse who we are with other people. See, a lot of people will say things like the world is this bad place and it's ugly. It's ugly and it's bad, and you could be having the best life ever. But if you've not established your own definition in your own power, your own reality, you'll begin to nod your head and agree with the other person because you begin to sense what they're sensing, and you haven't established where your home is at. You see? So what we are going to do is establish our own baseline by spending more time with ourselves, or spending time with people like myself or other coaches that can keep you grounded within yourself. Okay? You're not crazy, beloveds. I like to call our people the modern day hermits. See, the modern day hermit is, very simply put, it is the spirit of a hermit, the soul of a hermit, with the talent of a high performer. We're very intelligent, we're very intuitive, we pick up on things like that because we're sensitive, and we typically get things done. And because of this, we can blend into any environment. Because of this, people love coming to us. They can sense that home within us. But they don't understand us. A lot of the times people come to us because they want what we have to give, what we have to offer. But they don't want to water the soil. They want to pick the flowers. And our job is to guard against those who come to just pick the flowers. we should surround ourselves with those who want to water the soil. There should be reciprocation in all of our relationships. And if we don't get this, if we don't get the reciprocation, we will find that we feel used, depleted, drained, fatigued, dissatisfied, and unfulfilled. So, beloved, you must spend more time with yourself, by yourself, or in the company of people that can help you go into yourself, that can do what you do for other people for you. You need a coach. You need a guide. You're a healer by nature. I can tell you that. You're a healer. That's why you're so sensitive, so you can pick up on things. And healing comes in different ways. Some people heal the spirit, some people heal the body, some people heal the mind. Some people heal all of it. I'm one of those people that heal the whole. And if I don't know the answer, I can show you where to get the answer. But ultimately, my goal is to help you see you. To be the person that you've been for other people to you. And so, if you can imagine how it would feel to get the same support and understanding that you give other people in your own life, on your own journey, how does that feel? You know, how would it feel to really be supported? For somebody to be able to give you sound guidance. Right? It feels great. That is available for you right now. All you have to do is this simple step. Go to 𝐘𝐨𝐿.com and book your free private alignment call. We're going to go over 3 things. We're going to get clear on who you are, where you want to go, and we're going to develop a game plan on how we can work and walk together. Thank you for tuning in. This is Brother 𝐘𝐨𝐿. I'll talk to you soon. Peace. Be sure to visit 𝐵rotherKosti.com for your free gift. Stop struggling. Start living. Visit 𝐵rotherKosti.com. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next week. Peace, family.